a derelict, derelict. All my friends, they wish me dead, they wish me dead. Every day is filled with dread, filled with dread. All my life been a derelict. I've got the time swallowing me, falling into everything that I do, everything I kiss to and feel so typical. I've got the time swallowing me, falling into everything that I do, everything I kiss to and feel so typical. Life been a derelict, never change it, I swear to it. And of all the times I've been down and out, this time was different, I welcomed it. Every day that I fail to quit, I wind up here in just state I'm in. The heavy weight, cause it's bound to break, I need a break, the skin I'm in. Tip of my tongue tastes like battery acid. Try to push forward, I cannot push past it. Feel the blood on my tongue, it tastes metallic. Another day passes, I don't break the habit. I got the typical swallowing me, falling into everything that I do, everything I kiss to and feel so typical. I've got the typical swallowing me, falling into everything that I do, everything I kiss to and feel so typical. So typical. I've got the typical swallowing me, falling into everything that I do, everything I kiss to and feel so typical. I've got the typical swallowing me, falling into everything that I do, everything I kiss to and feel so typical. There's been plenty of moments that I fell in hard times. More often than not, getting faded was my lifeline. I realize that I've always struggled with change, but sometimes you gotta rearrange before you go insane. I've been doing my best to stay true to myself, put my next foot forward and smoking dope for my health. I never give up the music till I'm rolling in wealth. Some days I swear this basement's my own personal hell. Well, I love the sound of the city. Goddamn, I love the sound of the city. Yeah, yeah. I'm wide awake when you're with me. I feel better when you got my back, yeah. Red eyes, I'm sky high. I think this might be the best night that I've ever had, that I've ever spent with you. I confess I'm obsessed with the sex. Heart palpitations every time that she texts. I admit that we ain't always been the best for each other, but what is love without the little test? Girl, you know you're my sneaky link. When I'm with you, my ego shrink. I'm just craving time for us alone. I think about you every time I'm home smoking dope. I love the sound of the city. Goddamn, I love the sound of the city. Yeah, yeah. I'm wide awake when you're with me. I feel better when you got my back, yeah. Red eyes, I'm sky high. I think this might be the best night that I've ever had, that I've ever spent with you.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Lots of interesting stuff happening right now. Let's get into the SPX. What's up? Yes, sir. What's up? SCSE. I don't know how to say your name, so I'm just gonna spell it. What's up, Steezy? Raphael, TNT. Hope you guys are all doing well. Yeah, SPX. We haven't closed yet. What's going on? Oh, okay. Last couple hours we've dropped. Okay, makes sense. Why is this showing red on the daily? Is that because we opened? I'm so confused. Okay, well, we'll just roll with it. We're just gonna stick to the weekly anyways. So weekly screen, would like to see higher movement again for our reasons kind of listed above. 2 proxy words, market pricing and 6 rate reductions. I know in the past, the notion is that rate reductions mean that we enter a recession, bear market, or the market corrects. So, excuse me. My only problem with that is I looked at data, and that's not the case all the time. Sometimes they reduce rates and the market flies. There's actually a website, you can check that out. I posted it for my patrons this morning. I'll try and tweet it if I can, but you can look at a history of all the rate reductions. Yes, I'll give it to you in 2008, 2000. Some of those rate reductions mean the market dropped with it, but they reduce rates to stimulate the economy. Right? I think the market's actually dropping not as a result of rate reductions. I don't think rate reductions make the market drop. And it doesn't make sense that it would. We reduce rates so that businesses can take out loans and increase their productivity. So that, to me, it doesn't make any sense why rate reductions would mean the market crashes. They actually reduce rates to combat the market dropping. But anyways, it's not 100% consistent. I know, like I said, 2008, all those rate reductions. And a lot of them actually happened here, which was kind of the middle or medium point of that drop. So we actually had already dropped quite substantially. I believe there are 2 rate reductions down here. There were some up here. So yes, you could say we were reducing rates and it made the market, I wouldn't say it made the market go down, but the market was going down while we were reducing rates. It's like, what's the logic? Like, why would the market drop because of rate cuts? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, the businesses in the U.S. do way better when they can loan money for cheaper. Same with banks. Same with everything. So, I'm interested in doing more research on this because we have the notion that rate cuts mean we're just going to drop. And in my opinion, I just don't see why. We've already dropped 30%, right? I know, I don't know what's happening here. I know in 2008 we dropped, what was this, like 50%? Oh, excuse me, 60%? Like 58%? We dropped 30% here, and 2 years ago we had COVID, which was a 40% drawdown. So we've had corrections. Anyways, not really seeing like a whole lot to talk about here other than we've broken all-time highs and risk is likely going to follow throughout the year. DXY was a bit red this morning. Now it bounced. We're just ranging between 104 and 101. Not a lot to see here. One thing I did want to bring up on the SPX, I forgot to talk about it. I saw someone this morning, I made a comment. I think it was Justin Bennett. I've seen his analysis before. I kind of like it. I don't think I follow him, but his analysis pops up on my feed from time to time. And my only criticism to him, because I'm sure he's going to find out about this one way or another, my only criticism to his analysis was he believes the yearly high is in. I'm sure he has conviction. I'm sure he has reasons to believe so. But it's January. It's the first year of the month. We have 11 more months. So much more can change. Right? I mean, we could there's so much that could change within the next year. And I'm just a non-believer in absolutes. So if you're one of those people that's like, hey, you know, the yearly high is in, we pumped a ridiculous amount, which we did. We pumped a ridiculous amount year over year. We pumped a ridiculous amount from January to January. We pumped 200%. You know, that's great. It's fine. But my problem is there's 11 months left in the year. You don't think that something like this couldn't happen? And I know that's over. I'm on the weekly. You don't think something like this could happen, or something like that could happen even? I don't know. And this is kind of where the lesson comes in. Guys, don't be someone that trades in absolutes. Just because you have conviction on something doesn't mean you can put a projection a year in advance. The thing that is, everything is already anticipated, so rate reductions are already accounted for, so announcing rate cuts just looks bearish. But why? He said the yearly highs in for crypto, and we're probably going to like 12K. I mean, 12K from here. You're talking about a 70% drawdown? Like, look, I'm not going to say it couldn't happen, right? Crazier things have happened. But we just got an ETF approved. BlackRock's involved. All of these big institutions are involved. Why would they let us drop below 28? Like, below 28K, I'm DCAing again. Like, I'm starting to buy, like, every week, a couple $100 or $1,000 with every week. Like, I'm a non-believer that we're going to go that low. You have all of these ginormous institutions that have already bought right there. Guys, institutions buy at the bottom, right? They don't buy at the bottom and then the market crashes. Like, BlackRock doesn't buy and then the market crashes. Now, we could get like a COVID 2.0, or if Russia drops a nuke on us, like a black swan event. Okay. You know, I see your point, but in a realistic market scenario, and we're talking like market cycle or even just bear market to bull market, we dropped 80%. Why do people keep thinking we're going? I mean, in my opinion, we've established a market structure, right? In the long run, and just gonna pull up log here. We've established a market structure, right? Like, below 15K would be unbelievable. The only reason we went to 3K here is because of COVID. We should have just done this and upwards. I mean, what if we do that? What if we bounce around and just go upwards like that? Ignore the timing. I know. I don't think it's 2026, but you get the point. I mean, 2019. This is like my most like traded period, not like the most traded period, but this is like my most remembered period in trading, because it was one of the biggest and best inverted head and shoulders I've ever played, and especially with COVID. I just remember this structure and thinking, like, how on earth would we go back to 3K? So there's always a chance, but I don't know. I'm not a believer. This year, most of the businesses need to refinance their debt, since most of them refinance every 2 years, so they refinance much higher, and that's why they hope for 6 rate cuts. Okay, but wouldn't that be bullish? But if the Fed doesn't cut aggressively enough, it might be a problem for them. Could be, but people are still spending money. People are still buying stuff. Businesses are still profitable. I don't know. If inflation stays high and the market is strong, they will not be able to cut so much and not have a case like 1970 with reinflation. Okay, I see what you're saying. Thank you for that information. I appreciate that. Let's get into more TA. Today's going to be a quick day. I wanted to go over Ethereum and altcoins since I keep getting DMs and asks. So, going to finish with Bitcoin, then kind of get into what I think will happen kind of next. So, one, we did not get our head and shoulders. Sucks, but it is what it is. Bitcoin broke support here at 40K, has bounced off of 38. What I would like to see is either 38K get lost or we kind of bounce in this zone for a little while. And if we get scenario 2, so scenario 1 is we fall through, right? On the daily, there's no true signs of reversal. Not yet, at least. So we could still get them, but they're not in yet. On the daily, we have no bullish divergence. We have nothing that suggests moving higher. We're actually starting a downtrend and likely continuing. So scenario 1 is we go lower. 32K would likely be what holds us somewhere in between here. For those of you that haven't seen my post, and I think I retweeted it the other day, every time Bitcoin gets these like large 100% moves upwards, we see these 20 to 30% drawdown periods. So here, 20 to 30% drawdown. Here, 30% drawdown. You know, you're talking about this. We're at 22% so far. Another 10% from the high. Move some of this. Another 10% from the high, I believe, puts us at like 34K. So 30% puts us at 34K. Could be the case of a bullish 2024, then trouble 2025. Could be. BLX is the chart with all the history if you want to compare with the past. BLX meaning like with Bitcoin? Okay. I think I just... Okay, I see. I'd have to add that symbol, that ticker. Speaking of, let's just do it. Thank you for that, by the way. Let me see, does it have everything? Okay, that doesn't. Let's see if this does. This does. Nice. Okay, so we'll remove this and move this up with Bitcoin. So yeah, like cycle-wise. Let's look at like 2015. And I don't really like looking at... I'm not like the biggest fan of using prior like patterns in history, but in 2015, you know, we bottomed out, went side... Okay, my whole trading view just broke. There we go. Can't draw on this chart. Awesome. So 2015, we essentially went sideways, and we just kept going up, correction, up, correction, up, correction. I know this is the early days of Bitcoin, so don't get me wrong. I'm not a huge, not putting a bunch of weight on this, but what if we see something similar? Right, you go to Bitcoin today. Dude, what is happening to my chart? Okay, there we go. I don't know what was happening. But anyways, what if we see this like something similar where we have up, down, up, down, up, down? I mean, we're kind of riding this uptrend. What if we come back down to 32K and just keep going from there? You know, it kind of seems ridiculous. I'm not a huge necessarily believer in a perfect strategy like that, but what if it keeps happening? What would change my scenario long term to be bearish? I don't really know. I haven't really thought about it. Honestly, I mean, I can't really say because SPX is literally in a bull market again. We broke all-time highs. I mean, I guess if we start losing like, you know, these three levels, you know, maybe I'll talk about like that, like a, you know, much bigger sideways movement, but we literally broke all-time highs. So like for right now, I can't really give you an answer for that. And I hate that I say it that way, but like I can't really answer that question. So 4 hour, just seeing a dead cat bounce, probably going to continue lower, right? Probably, or at least sideways. Bitcoin index has all the history. Oh, thank you for that. I'll check it out. I'll look at the differences between both of them later and see which one I need to add. But let's do Bitcoin dominance and then Ethereum to Bitcoin and then Ethereum. Then I'm going to call it, guys. And I'm sorry I have to be quick. I need to feed the dogs and feed myself. Plus, there's like not much to talk about. We kind of discussed the dump. I know I had Castillo on the other day, which was awesome. That was a good little stream. I'm really glad he found time to make my live stream. But here we go. So the whole stream today was about Ethereum and altcoins. It's the title. Here it is. The most important part. Bitcoin dominance. We have a head and shoulders. We have a neckline, right? Our white lines are neckline. We have retested on my last couple streams. I've said if Bitcoin dumps, right, we're going to retest that neckline and head lower. This is a bearish scenario. When Bitcoin dominance is going down, alts are taking liquidity from Bitcoin and altcoins are going to go higher, right? Now, keep this in mind, right? Now, let's look at Ethereum. Look at Ethereum. It has not broken support. We are on an OG support line at 2130. Holding this area is huge. So what should we expect? You know, some ranging and higher, in my opinion. Look at Ethereum to Bitcoin. Bullish divergences with RSI. You have higher lows in RSI and lower lows in price. Massive bounce coming out of here. Now the weekly is retesting this level that we had previously drawn. It's all there. I think we actually might get our alt session. And the other day I didn't believe it because I forgot to check Bitcoin dominance. So if you're looking for the next thing to trade, go through your alt list and go, wow, Ethereum's above support. Wow, Matic's holding support. Wow, Link's moving sideways and not even close to support. BNB is on support. ICP bounced off major support here. Ajax is bouncing off support. Fetch is kind of bouncing off support. A little weird. Litecoin's obviously horrible, but it's, you know, when is it ever good? Crow is actually shitting the bed, so never mind. Forget it. INJ is holding support. So all these coins are holding support and showing strength into Bitcoin. That's what you want to buy, right? You want to look for a long setup, and that's what you want to buy. If you're one of those people out there that's like, you know, you don't know when to long, you don't know what to do, you know, you don't know what to look for. I do a private daily analysis every day. Yes, you have to pay for it. It's $40 a month, but it's every single day. It's about 30 minutes to an hour long. We go over TA, we go over, you know, risk management. We go over everything related to finance. We go over, and I also post trade setups. If you're one of those people that wants to learn and you want to, you know, get the trade setups too while you're learning, they're posted there. So go check it out. It's in the Patreon link. Believe in the description, if not, on my Twitter bio. But, yeah, guys, I'm going to end it there. I think you get the gist. Just want to do a quick update today. It's just like raining and crappy outside, so I'm just not super energetic today. But, yeah, with all that said, guys, be patient, users management, and good luck trading.